What's up, guys? Welcome back to Robux Talk. Let's look at rookie right guard Cody Mauch, however you want to guys say it. But we're going to check him out, see how he's progressing throughout the season. The offensive line, yes, it's been a work in progress. He's been improving little by little, but there's one glaring thing. He just needs to get more strength, more weight to him, because there's a lot of times on film you see he gets moved off his spot a lot, plays a little high, and his technique. He kind of hugs people instead of enforcing his will with his power of hands and technique of his hands. But you're just going to see here, kind of going with get a key little double block on this guy and slowly developing play for the running game. Just going through the guy, standing him up. He's kind of standing. He's not really driving through, but I do like his hand placement underneath the arms of the tackle here. So he's driving through. I do like that. You're going to see later in the film, he gets his hands a little too high. He starts hugging guys. So here we go again, going with the running flow. He's going to get on 95 here. Hand placement is all right. I mean, he's on the inside chest plate. That's what I like to see. I want to see you continuously drive through. Rashad White, I don't know what he's reading here. I think he's reading the linebacker, trying to bait him to come in here so he can go into that alleyway. That would be my best option. But I think also the defensive tackle is kind of standing Cody Mauch up with that one arm because he loses his placement. So he doesn't decide to go that way. Just tries to go north and south, pick up as much yards as he can. Even though, look at the block setups here. You have Kay Dotton over here. You're going to have Chris Godwin come over here for another block. So if that was an alleyway that could have been open to hit, he kind of gets a big yardage there. Look at all those blocks set up. But it's little things like this, like Cody Mauch either not setting this up, not getting into position properly, Rashad White not reading it correctly. Maybe he did see this happening, so he didn't just rush into there too fast, because then ultimately he gets caught from behind by the rushing defensive edge rusher right there. Here we go again. This is one area where he really does excel, getting him in motion. He's very athletic. He's 300 pounds, but he can move. He's nimble on his feet. Look at him blocking that side of the field. So literally goes all the way from his right guard position, drags all the way around. Robert Hainsey, another area of weakness for us for the center position. Look at him get dragged all the way through this play, and his guy ends up making the tackle. You can't stonewall him. Even though he gets position, he's trying to anchor down there. The guy just walks right through him. There's not enough weight in his pants right there to hold that position. And then give credit to Mauch actually being athletic enough to get around that center, not fall over anyone's feet, and then implement a block right there, opening up an alleyway for Rashad White. If Hainsey can hold that block more, again, if his defensive tackle doesn't move from the hash line all the way over there, these are blocks that are set up that he could have gotten a big gainer. But deficiencies in the offensive line, areas of weakness that we talk about, this is why the running game isn't working. And then you get big plays like this. Why? Things were set up properly. So again, you're going to get Cody Mauch pulling over here. 90's going to smash in, thinking it's an inside zone again. But this time they're running it outside. You got Cody Mauch running across. K. Dotton's going to block down. Gedeke's blocking this guy. This is his one assignment. Make sure he can seal the edge off so that Rashad White has an easy access to go. And then Mike Evans kind of drawing people towards him, sets up a block, and look at this, big gainer. Everything you want to see in the running game is happening right there. That's because everyone did their assignment. Everything went well. They did their job. It's just the inside zone. We just don't have the manpower to do it. I mean, Cody Mauch needs to put on size. Robert Hainsey is just, I don't know, he's just too small to do the position. Because when he does do well, the running game does well. But when he messes up, I know he's making the calls for blitzes and stuff, but it's just not working in the running game. Here we go again, Cody Mauch. Look at the hand placement here. So check where his hands go. We saw earlier he went underneath the armpit of the defensive lineman to drive him up and out. Look at his hand placement here. He's low, starts low, and then he goes high. So now he's on top of the guy. Then this guy drives him up, disengages the block, and then gets in after the tackle. So that one was bad technique, right? He got to the position he wanted to get to, got to the guy he wanted to get to, but just poor technique on that. Put his head down, ends up getting tossed aside. His guy ends up making the tackle. So, I mean, there's things he needs to clean up. Then there's just putting on size, right? But athleticism, he's got it. This guy's going to try and cross his face, right? But he's athletic enough to stick with him, ride his body all the way towards the other side of the field, giving Baker plenty of time to throw. Gedeke's been so rock solid and consistent all year long, and then look what happens. Big gainer. So, I mean, pass blocking, I love it. It's just the hand technique and just getting your base to be stronger. And run blocking, just make sure technique's there. I mean, we all know you're athletic. You know you can do your thing, but let's make sure the technique's there. Here, this just looks like a broken down assignment. You have Stinney and Hainsey here. You're going to have two guys crossing over, stunting. And then look what happens. So no one calls, okay, it's a stunt. Wide gaping hole. Baker's like, holy crap, no one picked up anyone. Yeah, maybe some people would say Cody Mauch should pick that up, but look where he's at, like where this guy starts off at. Cody Mauch's supposed to know all the way over there. I mean, Hainsey's got to kind of call out something to help him out, right? To me, this should be Hainsey picking him up. It's a stunt. You should pass your man off to Stinney, but Stinney is already beat right here. So a lot of things went bad. So Baker's got to get this thing out quick. Just throws it away. Almost gets an interception here, but I believe this is a flag. Guys holding Mike Evans, and then they picked it up, I believe. Here we go again. Cody Mauch, how you doing? Baker's always going to make something happen out of nothing, but you end up getting a holding call over here by Gedeke. Well, let's break it down. What did Cody Mauch do? Here we go. We got a big guy in the middle, linebacker coming in, stonewalls the linebacker, and then just stays in the play. Just realizing, okay, Baker still got the ball. Let me stick with it. Doesn't give up on the play. I like the effort, like the intensity. He kind of gets just his technique. That's the only thing I think he truly needs to worry about, and gaining more strength, because things like this, Hainsey and Mauch just getting blown up here. Watch, boom. Gets all the way back in the pocket. This guy's just one man's on two guys. He's pushing both of them back. It's like Vita Vea. It's like their version of Vita Vea, guys. So Hainsey couldn't stick with him. Mauch gets bulldozed through. There's no technique here. Like he's standing up, gets washed out of the play. There's no re-anchoring. Like that's a loss of technique right there. You've seen so much improvement from Gedeke. Hopefully you see Cody Mauch make the next transition next year, because yeah, sometimes he just doesn't stay consistent with his technique. Here you go again. So the guy is going to come up right into him. Initially, he does good to absorb the contact, but again, look at his arms. He shoots out. He's like trying to bear hug the guy, right? Instead of trying to literally just shoot at his chest plate, trying to grab at his chest plate to control the motion, his arms shoot away, tries to grab the outside of his arms, and the guy already has inside plate. He's just going to push him out of the way, and then counters since he's off balance, right? Push him in the chest. He's in the air. Now I can literally just manipulate him any way I want, and he pulls him back down. He's off balance, pull him down, get around him. Mauch just barely stays with it. And this is the big gainer. Yeah, this is the touchdown to Mike Evans. But still, like, he hung in there enough, but that's a win for the defensive tackle. The ball just got out so fast. Here we go again. No anchor. He just needs to get more technique, more lower with his technique, and then just gain strength. I mean, to absorb impact like that. This isn't a defensive tackle running at you. This is a smaller edge rusher going through you like that. That's nuts, right? So it's mainly technique of getting lower, getting a better base, getting a stronger lower half to absorb that. And same thing. Look at Robert Hainsey getting driven all the way back into the pocket. To me, like the right guard and center, that's an issue of weakness. Just based off of consistently, you're seeing it, right? It's nothing I'm saying this is one play. You've seen it over and over again. Hainsey, I don't know what he can do. Cody Mauch, I think it's just playing strength. He's so young, learning the game at a high level. But guys, let me know down below what you think of Cody Mauch. Do you see his development throughout the year? Do you think he can get better, or do you think he's a mess up of a pick? Some people think that. Let us know down below. And with that said, until the next one.